Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we really try to crack open ancient wisdom, sometimes cutting-edge research too, and find those nuggets of insight that matter to you today.
Hmm.
And today we're going on a really fascinating journey. It's a deep dive into an ancient Buddhist text. It's called the Cundasutta.
Right.
Now, this isn't just some dusty old document. It actually captures a direct conversation, apparently quite profound, between Cunda, who was a blacksmith's son, and the Buddha himself.
Yeah, face to face.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And the question Cunda asks is, it feels surprisingly relevant right now.
Yeah.
He asks, how many types of spiritual practitioners, the text calls them samana, how many types are there in the world?
And that's our mission for this deep dive, really, to
Well,
unpack the Buddha's answer, which is just remarkably precise and profound. It gives us this timeless framework, a way to understand different kinds of spiritual aspirants, leaders even. And what we're going to find, I think, is that this ancient wisdom, it has surprising relevance for discernment today,
Discernment. Yeah, that's key.
helping us navigate this world where, claims to wisdom, to authenticity, they're just everywhere. It's about learning to spot the genuine from, well, the performance.
Okay, so let's dive right into that conversation then. Cunda, the blacksmith's son, he just gets straight to the point, asking the Buddha, how many samans are there? Simple question.
Deceptively simple.
Okay.
And the Buddha's answer is immediate and absolute. He says, there are 4 saman, Cunda, no fifth.
No fifth?
Yeah, that no fifth part is crucial. It's not just like a few examples he's giving. It's presented as an exhaustive classification, a complete map, you could say.
A complete map for understanding.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so let's unpack this first type. This is the pinnacle, right? The Magagina, or the path victor.
The victor.
The Sutta describes them like this. One who has crossed doubt, is free from barbs, delights in Nirvana, is unattached, and leads the world with its deities.
Wow. When I first read Crossed Out and Free from Barbs,
I just thought about how much mental energy we spend, grappling with uncertainty, inner conflict.
Yeah,
To be truly free from that sounds incredibly profound.
it is, and that's precisely it. The real depth is in what crossed doubt and being free from barbs actually signify.
Right.
Think of it as achieving this profound psychological coherence, emotional coherence too, where those inner conflicts, those emotional barbs, they've been completely resolved, uprooted maybe.
Not just managed, but resolved.
Exactly. So this isn't just intellectual understanding. It's a state of profound inner liberation, real inner peace. And, it kind of challenges our modern view of leadership, doesn't it? Which often relies on charisma or just like projecting power outwardly.
Yeah, definitely.
The Magagina shows that true guidance, it flows from this state of inner perfection, not just outward displays. You have to wonder how many leaders that we encounter today truly embody that.
That's a really high bar. A powerful standard. So, okay, if the Magagina embodies the path so completely, how does that ultimate wisdom actually trickle down? How does it get shared with the rest of us?
Good question.
Which I guess leads us straight to the Buddha's second category.
Right. That's where the Magadasaka comes in. Or the path pointer, sometimes translated as teacher of the path.
The path pointer. Okay.
The Sutta describes them as one who, having known the highest as the highest, explains and divides the Dharma here, meaning, here in this world.
Explains and divides.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're explicitly called a doubt cutter and a sage, someone who is faultless.
A doubt cutter. So many people claim to be teachers, especially like online these days. What do you think is the real difference between a true doubt cutter who explains and divides the Dharma, these universal truths, right? And someone who just sounds confident presenting information?
That's a great point. This individual, the Magadasaka, plays such a crucial role, bringing these deep insights down to earth for everyone.
Right.
Because it's one thing to attain profound insight yourself, but it's quite another to communicate it effectively, without watering it down, or maybe worse, making it overly complicated.
Yeah, easy to do.
It really is. It's easy for teachers to complicate things, isn't it? But the Magadasaka simplifies without losing the truth. They can clarify complex teachings, cut through the noise, and guide others, step by step, translating that profound liberation into understandable terms for people seeking the path. So, yeah, in a world just awash with information, how do we spot someone who genuinely cuts through doubt rather than just adding more confusion? It's a vital skill.
It really is. Okay, so it's one thing to realize the path, another to teach it. But for most of us, maybe, the path really comes down to just living it day by day. And that seems to be exactly what the Buddha addresses with the third type.
Indeed. Now we come to the Magaji, the path liver. This one feels incredibly practical.
Yeah, it does.
Because the Sutta defines them as one who lives on the well-taught path of Dharma, is restrained, mindful, and practices blameless practices.
This type really resonates with me, too. It's not about, grand pronouncements or teaching huge crowds. It's the quiet, consistent effort.
Exactly.
But it sounds straightforward, maybe, but isn't blameless a really high bar? How do we avoid getting caught up in self-judgment if we're constantly aiming for, perfection in action in our busy lives?
That's a fair point.
Because often I think we mistake just understanding something intellectually for actually embodying our values.
And that's the challenge, absolutely. But it's also the beauty of this type, the Magajivi. It shifts the focus from knowing or even teaching to doing.
Right, action.
The path liver isn't just theorizing. They are exemplifying the path through their restraint, their mindfulness, their commitment to consistent, blameless actions in daily life.
Daily life, that's the key part.
It is. And maybe blameless isn't about never making a mistake, but about the sustained intention and effort, the direction you're facing. They are the living proof that these teachings can be integrated into everyday life, and that consistent, quiet action is its own form of wisdom, real wisdom.
Living proof. I like that. Okay, now, here's where the Sutta takes a really fascinating, maybe slightly uncomfortable turn.
The fourth one.
Yeah. The Buddha doesn't just list the ideals. He also gives us a pretty stark warning. This is the fourth type, the Magadusi, the path-defiler, or corrupter of the path.
Right. Not a pleasant category.
No. And the Sutta details their negative characteristics quite vividly. One who, having put on the guise of the good, is aggressive, a disgrace to families, impudent, deceitful, unrestrained, a babbler acting in a false appearance. That's quite a condemnation.
It is strong language, and it's such a powerful distinction, isn't it? Because it's not just about simple hypocrisy. It feels deeper, like a profound misalignment between the internal state and the external show, almost like a spiritual form of, gaslighting.
Yeah, that fits.
And the importance of including this negative archetype right within a framework for spiritual guidance is it's profound. The Sutta isn't just painting pretty pictures of ideal types.
No, clearly not.
It's also serving as this potent warning against those who falsely represent spiritual living. It highlights that critical difference between, the outer appearance and the inner reality, urging us to look beyond the surface, beyond superficial displays.
Right.
Think about maybe that online guru you stumbled upon who seems so enlightened, but then you find out there's a string of scandals behind them. The Sutta gives us a clear category for that phenomenon.
That's incredibly relevant today. Crucial, even. But, okay, this is quite a harsh condemnation. Is there a risk here? A risk that by focusing on this negative type, we become, overly cynical or just too quick to judge everyone who claims some kind of spiritual wisdom?
That's a really important question to ask, and the Sutta actually anticipates that. It wraps up its analysis of these four types with a crucial observation addressing this very point.
Oh, okay. How so?
It notes how a wise householder described as a disciple of the noble ones, how they understand these distinctions. And crucially, their faith is not diminished by knowing that not all are alike.
Ah, that really hits home. So recognizing the existence of the path-defiler, the Magadusi, it doesn't have to invalidate the genuine paths or the genuine practitioners.
Exactly.
It just sharpens our perception, makes us more discerning.
Precisely. The Sutta makes this rhetorical point. It asks, how could the pure be equated with the impure or the undefiled with the defiled?
Right. Obvious answer is they can't.
They can't. And this emphasizes the crucial need for critical thinking, for the ability to differentiate. It's about developing discernment, realizing that not every claim of wisdom is genuine, and crucially being able to tell the difference. So this ancient text, it empowers us, really, to navigate the spiritual landscape and, honestly, any landscape where people make claims about virtue or expertise with open eyes, but also with, healthy skepticism.
Healthy skepticism. Okay, so bringing it all together then, what does this mean for us listening today? It feels like the Cundasutta offers this ancient yet totally timeless framework for discerning authenticity.
Yes.
Not just on a spiritual path, but really in any area where people claim wisdom or integrity or leadership. It seems like a powerful tool for navigating, well, the complexities of just human interaction.
It really is. And perhaps this raises an important question for you, the listener, to consider. How can these specific ancient categories, the path victor, the path pointer, the path liver, and yes, even the path-defiler, how can they help you navigate and evaluate claims? Claims of expertise or virtue or leadership right in your own life today? How can you use this framework, maybe, to help spot genuine guidance from what might just be a false appearance, whether that's in your workplace or a community group you're part of, or maybe even with your favorite online influencer? Something to think about.